Now, let's have a look at the balance sheet. In the asset side, then we have intangible assets, and the only intangible assets that we have are patent. And the patent was made up of the 43,500, which is in the trial balance, plus the adjustment of 4,500, minus the write-off of 9,600. That gave me 38,400. Buildings at the start of the year were 850,000, and we adjusted that, we revalued that up by 125,000 to bring us to 975. The accumulated depreciation at the start of the year was 55,000. We then had to do reduce that by 55,000 in our revaluation and created depreciation for the year of 16,500. The delivery van was made up of 155,000 at the start of the year, minus the 25,000 that we disposed of, plus the 40,000 that we got in. That gave us 170,000. The opening accumulated under depreciation for the delivery vans was 155,000 minus the net book value of 120,000. That gave me 35,000. We disposed of 9,500 and we added back in depreciation for the year 32,300, which gave me 57,800. The investments 360,000 as per the trial balance. The debtors then was made up of 98,200 from the trial balance, minus the 7,500, which was the sale or return, plus the 5,600, which was the check that was dishonoured, minus the money that came in from the bankrupt, and then minus the bad debt write-off of 3,920, and that gave me 907 My provision for bad debt was 4,000 in the trial balance, minus the reduction of 372. My closing stock was made up of 73,900 plus the 6,250. Investment income due of 3,600 was done in the workings. Likewise with the compensation due, or we called it insurance company, of 5,100. The creditors then were made up was just from the trial balance of 69,100. The commission due was 19,125. We did that in the workings. The debenture interest was in the workings of 15750, and the VAT was in the trial balance of 6,800. The bank overdraft was made up of 60,000 in the trial balance plus the 5,600 which was returned, minus the 1,680 which we got back in, which was the 30 cent of the 5,600, plus the 860 euro that we gave to the refuse company. The debentures, ordinary shares, preference shares, all came from the trial balance. The revaluation reserve was from the workings at 180,000, and the capital reserve was the 45,000 at the start of the year plus the transfer of the 10,000. And the profit and loss comes from the profit and loss account of 234,467. And that gave us the final balance sheet of 1469467.